Thanks for watching the Fanboy Cantina. This is a non-spoiler review of Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon, currently in theaters and available for premium access on Disney+. The movie features the voice talents of Kelly Marie Tran, Awkwafina, Gemma Chan, and a predominantly Asian and Asian American cast. From the movie description, long ago in the fantasy world of Kumandra, humans and dragons lived together in harmony. But when sinister monsters known as the Droon threatened the land, the dragons sacrificed themselves to save humanity. Now, 500 years later, those same monsters have returned, and it's up to a lone warrior, Raya, to track down the last dragon in order to finally stop the Droon for good. However, along her journey, she'll learn that it'll take more than dragon magic to save the world. It's going to take trust as well. I really enjoyed this movie. I had kind of 80s adventure movie types of vibes, maybe even a little bit of Goonies in one part. It has some of the best animation yet in a Disney film. There's a couple of early opening scenes, one in particular with a young Raya and her father that has some truly stunning animation with the color and the depth and the details. And if you're familiar with the actors, you'll recognize some of their mannerisms being realized in their animated likenesses. There are some truly spectacular sequences, such as a chase scene, and the fight scenes overall are remarkably cinematic and unlike anything I've seen in a Disney movie. Kelly Marie Tran's Raya is engaging as a princess, but also a flawed hero. And Awkwafina is great in balancing humor and tenderness in the character Sisu. Raya and Sisu are characters that many will enjoy, but there's another character, Namaari, as done by Gemma Chan, that is equally interesting. The realization of this fantasy world Kumandra blends elements of Southeast Asian culture. Of course, Kelly Marie Tran is a Vietnamese American, and she is the lead. But in the look of this world, and also in the faces of the people, the diversity of skin tones, the weapons, the clothes, all of this works well as, I think it's really an homage to those cultures rather than a haphazard mashup of Southeast Asian culture. On the downside, from the beginning of the film or even in the description, you could probably predict where this movie is going to go. So it's a matter of just wondering how this adventure is going to play out. Some elements might be a little scary for younger viewers too. Awkwafina does a great job as Sisu, but the design of the dragon itself feels a bit too soft or cartoony, and it kind of sticks out compared to the rest of the animation in the movie. I saw a review that called it out for kind of looking like a toy, and I think that's a fair criticism. That might make the movie more accessible to younger viewers, but it did kind of take me out of the movie at times. Voice-wise, again, Awkwafina was stellar. It's just how the Sisu character was animated. I think there are some issues with the pacing of the film. I'm not sure what it is with the editing or the writing, particularly in the first half, where the energy of the movie just kind of stops in an unnecessary way. But the movie catches its stride in the second half, and overall, Raya and the Last Dragon is a very enjoyable movie. And it works with the two audiences. It works for kids and the multiple ages within that, as well as adults. Just like any good Disney movie, there is a message within it, and this one is one of trust and hope, and that works as any kind of life lesson, but it feels particularly timely. I do wish that Disney just made this more widely available. It's unfortunate that Mulan and Raya are the first, and at this time the only two that have had this $30 Premier Access Premium attached to it, while Pixar's Soul was released for free. So if you're worried about budget, there is nothing wrong with waiting until June 4th, when it will be available to Disney Plus subscribers. But if you're looking to show support for films like these and stories like these, it's definitely worth a consideration, and it's a really enjoyable movie. I think you'll like it. Thanks for watching. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. This has been the Fanboy Cantina.